very interesting take in this article where we're going to look into the Cardano price forecast. And guys, this is not the gospel. It's not a crystal ball. We're going to get outside the box here a little bit and talk about ADA, and if we can see a 3x here by the end of year, the year end, and potentially reach close to, or if not above, $4 or more. Okay, that'd be super bullish as always, all-time highs. And this is kind of where we're going to look into an analyst take on if this can happen. And then at the end of this video, I'll give you guys my perspective and share with you my thoughts on this matter. Okay, but if you are new to the channel, hit that like button. Please subscribe down below. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And also, I do want to give thanks and appreciate all of my returning subscribers. All right, so let's talk some Cardano and get into the thought for ADA. If we see a 300% to $4 by the end of the year, okay, so this is kind of what we're gonna get into. If you look into this bold prediction that we have seen, now as we get talking about kind of what Cardano is doing right here, right now, I think it's only relevant to kind of share with you guys what the market's doing. We are seeing a little bit of a red day, not too much, almost a 1% move in the red. A couple cryptos are up, but none of the ones that we do have interest in. But Cardano on the last 7 days down almost 10%. We're trading at around an 81.91 level, so roughly about 82 cents for ADA. And this is kind of where we look back on the past year. We're in a good spot, okay? We're just waiting for that tailwind, for that breakout to take us back over $1. And then from there, guys, we need to take control of the markets, okay? And I think that's not just a testament to what we've seen with Bitcoin, Ethereum, but on a day where Ethereum is kind of, holding true above 4,400 and Bitcoin keeps on tumbling, I think that this does set up for a potential. Today's pretty much a teed up altcoin day, okay? Bitcoin's down and altcoins are doing well. The only one that kind of keeps faltering is we've seen a resurgence from Kronos and crypto.com, whatever you want to call it. But Crowcoin, this was one of the, I think in my opinion, easiest plays that we had in the market. Not that I'm anti-Crow, I'm very bullish on that, but a top 25 crypto that shoots up pretty much 100% in just a 1-2 day period. That's kind of where you can look into shorting that. And that's kind of what I think was one of the more easy plays that we've had in the space. Okay, so we're gonna get into this discussion. As always, guys, crypto is very volatile. It's not to be confused with financial advice. Please do your own research, okay? But as we look into the renewed discussions, Cardano people and the community, we want Cardano back to all-time high. Now, $4 definitely gets us there. But this is coming out from Minturn, which is the chief meme officer, okay? And I don't think you could go to college to become a chief meme officer. However, at MinSwap, their DEX, they do have that position. And this is kind of where you look into the bullish outlook as we look for Cardano climbing from under $1 to $4 by the end of the year. Now, this is according to some of that data, and you can look into kind of the Fibonacci extensions being the reason why, as we will see price targets from $1.47 to a $4.14 price level from this analysis. Now, this does represent a almost 200% retracement level. And as we get kind of zoomed in on this, I do want to share with you guys kind of what I'm looking at. I think this is plausible to get back up to the $2 territory, but to get $4 or more by the end of the year, that's a little bit outside of the realm of possibility for me. Now, that's not me fudding ADA. That's not me saying, guys, I don't like Cardano whatsoever. It's one of my biggest holdings. I'm a big Cardano bull. I just think that I'm more of a realist when it comes to these reading about and reviewing all of these price predictions from the so-called experts, okay? So as we continue to trade sideways, which ADA has been notably good at over the years, this is where a lot of people are going to be skeptical. I think that right now you can kind of see this as rather ambitious. For us as traders, I think that we need to have our sights set on the dollar to $1.50 territory. And then if Cardano does get back above $1.60, that's when you have to start really getting into the conversation that, hey guys, we're here, okay? But for as it stands today, we've had numerous opportunities and buy zone opportunities for Cardano sub $1. If you were a buyer, as I was, when Cardano was trading less than 25 cents, you really don't have to make these decisions. But when we do get dips, when we do get these kind of fall downs, right? Even just a couple months ago, we were buying Cardano at around 50 to 55 cents. And as we traded upwards of $1, that's a 2-3 month time period where you could have basically doubled your investment getting into ADA back in, I believe, July, or even it was June at that time, okay? So what I'm saying, and that's kind of the take-home message, is a lot of people who are out there fudding Cardano, saying it's a dead crypto, shouldn't trade it, don't know what to do with it. I don't know why people continue to talk about it. I've heard it all. Simply put, it's a crypto that does allow you to make gains, just as every other crypto in the space does let you make gains with, okay? And that's kind of where we're at. All right. So I don't agree with the $4 price prediction by the end of year, just being 100% transparent. That's my personal belief. You guys are welcome to latch on to whatever price predictions you feel as you would please. That's on you. Okay. But for me, guys, if Cardano hits $4, I'll be tipping my cap and we'll be sitting back there enjoying it. And that's going to be something very fruitful for a lot of people. But I will say on the way up, even if we were to hit all-time highs, there's a lot of people waiting to jump ship. And that's the one thing that does kind of get me offsetting interest within my ADA is I'm just worried about, similar to what we've seen with XRP, how many true lifers do we have in actually Cardano maxis, or are we going to have people just looking to kind of essentially zero out their investment like it never even happened once they do get closer to all-time highs? And hopefully that would be a good problem to have. So hopefully that does come to fruition, okay? And I think this is something where you can look into the fresh bullish narrative for Cardano as we look at Google Trends data, which for me on YouTube and other platforms that I'm on, it kind of does give you the pulse and sentiment where the market's headed, okay? And this is something where as we look into the social sentiment back in January of 2021, that's where we had a huge rally within the interest. Now, over time, that interest did diminish, but since 2024, in around the summertime, we have seen an uptick, okay? So we have seen a resurgency. It's not been as strong as it was back in 2021. And quite frankly, the reason why, in my opinion, is because that was when there was a lot of FOMO, a lot of new people that never even invested in crypto. And now those people are still around, but the interest is just not at that level where people were basically becoming millionaires from like $100 investment way back in the day, okay? So it's a different time period, but it's still the same crypto. Cardano's still bullish in my opinion. We'll see what happens. I do not believe $4 by year end. So I kind of wanted to put this video out to kind of debunk that article. If you guys listen to me for what I have to say about ADA, I appreciate it. And like I said, you should know me. I'm not fading Cardano. This is not an anti-Cardano video. It's just an hey, let's not listen to the guy saying Cardano is going to hit $4 by the end of 2025, okay? And I hope I'm wrong, but that's what I wanted to share with you guys here in this video. If you have not hit that like button, please subscribe also, and leave a comment down below for me to read, and we'll talk to you guys all very soon in the next video. Cheers.